What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV, aka Too Raw for Sports. So before I get into this video, I want to give a big shout out to the brother Gregory Braun for the donation to the channel via the Cash App. Frequent contributor to this channel. These are notes saying, logical takes on things in this world. Salute. Thank you, man. I try to be logical. I'm not always right. I try to explain why I feel the way I feel about things. And that's all you can ask for. You know, if you're going to have takes, you should be able to explain why you feel the way you feel about things. Before I go forward, too, I just want to remind people that I do have a Rumble. And on Rumble, I think I could actually be Too Raw for TV instead of over here. At times I think I'm too tame for TV. Actually, no, too tame for social media, really. But you know how it is over here. But over Rumble, it's almost as free as the Patreon over there, and as far as what you can say in your language, and it's free. You know, I know some people don't want to pay for the Patreon, even though it's only $2 per month, and you now have the option of $20 for a whole year. I don't know. I think it's a bargain, but you know, some people have a problem with paying for things. I understand that. But over on Rumble, it's free, just like on YouTube. You create an account and you just go follow people. Over there, it's follow and not subscribe. But I want to thank all the people that have signed up so far. My initial goal was 50 people on Rumble, and that has happened. Then my goal was 250. We smashed past that yesterday. I think 100 people have signed up since yesterday. It's now at 313. So my goal now is 500. So let's get to 500 people on Rumble. Let's make our presence known over there. All right. So, former President Donald Trump announced recently, it might have been Sunday or Monday, let's just say over the weekend, former President Donald Trump announced that on Thursday, which was yesterday, he would be traveling to Fulton County, Georgia, where he would be processed and booked for apparent crimes that he committed pertaining to trying to overturn the results of the election of 2020 in the state of Georgia. This, of course, is when Trump was running for re-election. Biden won the state of Georgia by some 11,000 votes. But it was really close, 11,000 votes out of over 4 million, I think. So it's interesting that prosecutors are using the RICO Act and charging others as part of a criminal conspiracy. And the others that have, those who have been charged include Mark Meadows and Rudy Giuliani, which is very, very ironic in my mind, because I can't stand the guy, fitting, because it was the very same RICO Act that he used as a reckless prosecutor to bring down fellow Italians in the mob in the 80s to jumpstart his political career. You know, it was funny, man. I'm telling you, it's funny listening to old boy Sammy the Bull go off on Rudy Giuliani. But anyway, after this whole situation, Trump was released after posting a $200,000 bond, and then he took to, I think it's Truth Social. Was it Truth Social? No, it was Instagram. Let me get a timeline correct. He went to Instagram, where he shared the mugshot draws folks to his campaign site on that site, where the photo also lives. On his website, I think it's the True Social website, he writes about being arrested at the notoriously violent jail in Fulton County, despite, in his words, committing no crime. He says he walked out of the Lion's Den and is asking his supporters to donate to, quote, evict crooked Joe Biden from the White House and save America. And I think he also, for the first time, posted on his formerly banned Twitter, now X, account. Of course, it was a couple of months ago that Elon Musk reinstated Trump on Twitter, now, of course, known as X. I mean, in my opinion, I think that this charge is the most legit one. The other ones I thought were full of they were flimsy, especially the first one. The first one where he was charged with, what was it, taking $130,000 that was supposed to have been, I think it was sort of funneled away from a business that he was invested in or something like that, or maybe a mixture of that and campaign funds. I can't remember all the details, but supposedly, he took these monies, these fundings, these money, whatever, and he gave it to Stormy Daniels, which was hush money, right? Because they supposedly had sex. I didn't care about that. I don't think the average American cared about that. I didn't care when Bill Clinton was involved in his escapades, whether it was Jennifer Flowers, Paula Jones, Monica Lewinsky. I didn't care. So what? He got his dick sucked in the White House. He lives there, right? So we think that, Kennedy was having orgies in the pool, a pool that he had installed in the White House. Whenever Jackie left town, JFK and some of the Secret Service agents were having the time of their lives. I mean, even Lyndon Johnson was getting his Johnson wet, fucking some of those secretaries that were at his desk. He'd say, Madeline, won't you come in my office? Yes, Mr. President? Madeline, I'm under a lot of stress here. It's Vietnam, and dealing with Dr. King, and all this mess with civil rights. I think I just need a little bit of a stress relief. Wondering if you could get on your knees and service jumbo here. Mr. President, I'm not that type of woman. Well, now, you can either swallow this pecker, or I'll put you out of this White House, and I bet God darn, make it so that nobody will ever hire you again in this country. Now get on there and suck this pecker. I mean, all presidents fucking have sex, man. Even Nixon. I want you to know that Pat adores you. And what I'm trying to say is, Pat is a good woman, but she can be very frigid. And sometimes old Dick Nixon needs someone to sock it to. Nah, but I don't really give a fuck about that shit, man. The only one I think that really has any legs is this one. That phone call where he was trying to get votes and shit. I mean, yeah. But you know what's funny, though? Presidents don't get charged with shit in this country, man. It's just, I don't anticipate Trump spending one fucking minute behind bars. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, man. It's just not. The only time that I ever seen anybody that is elite go to prison is if they're a sacrificial lamb to protect other more powerful people, like a Jeffrey Epstein, right? And the minute it seemed like Jeffrey Epstein was going to talk, but we saw what happened. Come on, we're not stupid. We're not stupid. By the way, when is the media going to talk about that book? Not it funny. The media has no interest in talking about who was on that list. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen to that dude, man. And anything else I want to talk about with this? I know that people talk about when he was booked, he was listed at 6'3" and 215 pounds. Trump is not 6'3". Trump, just from looking at him, Trump looks to be about the same height as I would say Tony Soprano was. Well, what that mean, James Gandolfini? About 6'1.5". I give him 6'1.5". Now in his prime, when he was younger, I give him 6'1.5". But Trump is now a 77-year-old man. So I mean, from just looking at him and comparing how he looks when he's walking with other people who we know how tall they are, he's not as tall as Bill Clinton was in his prime. Bill Clinton in his prime was like 6'2", 6'2.5". He's definitely not that tall. All right. He looks a smidget taller than Bush, the second Bush. He's not as tall as the first Bush. So I give him about 6'1.5". That's just my guess. As far as the 215 pounds is concerned, well, I don't know if he's that small, but Trump used to be a pretty skinny guy when he was younger. And you gotta remember, when he was in the White House, he was listed as 239. So that would be a loss of 24 pounds. He has lost weight though. He's lost weight. It's just that I don't think he's 215. I think when he was in the White House, he might have been more around 270. And he might now be around 245. I give him 245, 250. And I would say when Trump was younger, he's probably like around 190. But that's just my guess. Tell me what you guys think.